to know whether your blood pressure is dangerous, it's not difficult. But see, I will deviate a bit. You see, the popular thing, the general thing is when your blood pressure is 120/80, it is normal, and if it is above that, then it is high and it possibly place you on drug or medication. But you see, there are no two human beings that are 100% the same. You see, look at this scenario. Mr. A will be a very gentle human being, calm, cool in nature. Mr. B may be a kind of aggressive human being. People will describe as they have hot blood. Now, these two people cannot have the same blood pressure. Now, which means that Mr. A at 120/80 will be okay. Now, if it is slightly elevated, even at 125/83, he may already be having a very serious problem. Now, Mr. B, whose blood is naturally hot, in quotes, at 130/90, may be perfectly okay. Nothing is wrong with him. So, we cannot use a particular parameter to judge about how many billions of human beings on earth. Nature is perfect. There is perfection in the workings of the laws of creation. The physical body is a product of nature. Therefore, there will always be a sign, a kind of a signal where something is wrong in the system. For instance, a man whose blood pressure, that calm human being I described, whose blood pressure is already 123/82, as low, as indirectly normal as that, may already be having some symptoms that will trigger, that will let him know that all is not well in the system. Now, he will be experiencing things like headache, like dizziness, and so on and so forth. I will mention others later. Meanwhile, the other man who is aggressive in nature, who at 130/90 is normal, will not be feeling any pain, will not be feeling any symptoms at all. Your body will always give you signal. And what are the usual signals when it comes to high blood pressure? Like I said, you see some kind of persistent headache, or drowsiness, feeling dizzy. Some people, it could be blurred vision. They cannot see very clearly. Some will be having chest pain, palpitation. You understand? And there are even some that feel some kind of unusual tiredness. When I say tiredness, I mean you can't explain it. Tiredness, restlessness. And you'll be shocked to realize that even some people come with what we call nose bleeding. So when you begin to see all of these, you don't need to wait and begin to say, okay, we can imagine you're having all of these symptoms and your blood pressure is 120/80 or 121/86 or over 81, and you say that, okay, because my blood pressure is okay, as they say in books, then I will remain until I'm not taking care of myself. No! With all these signals, you are to take action and then immediately seek medical attention. So, I will not say that 120/80 is for everybody. Listen to your body, check what your system is telling you, and act accordingly. Now, coming to what do you do now? Like I said, number one thing is to listen to your body. You may not have BP apparatus at home, but there is no human being that does not know when it's having headache. All the things I just mentioned, when you are having them, recurrently, then begin to query the fact that your blood pressure may be complaining, even if it is 120/80. Go and attend to yourself. Then, see, calm your mind. Learn to calm your mind. Are you aware? Stress and anger has a way of contracting the arteries. And what you call blood pressure? The blood pressure simply means that the blood vessel where blood is supposed to pass through, which is supposed to be at a particular diameter, let's say this normal speed, has constricted, it has reduced, and then the heart has no option that do not begin to force the blood to pass through, creating pressure. That is where the word high blood pressure comes from. So meaning that anything that can cause the arteries, the blood vessels to constrict, it means it can lead to high blood pressure. And one of them is anger or stress. Anger, in fact, not only anger, negative emotions in general. Anger, hatred, malice, resentment, bitterness, or happiness, jealousy, greed, unforgiveness. The moment you allow all of these things to take on from within you, then it will naturally lead to what we call constricting. I mean, it will constrict the blood vessel, thus making the heart be forcing the blood to pass through, which is the origin of the word high blood pressure. The heart is forcing the blood to pass through. Avoid some type of food, especially processed food, denatured food that we cannot directly get on the farm. You see, when you take all of these things, you have to go of reducing the frequency of the organs, and that naturally will lead to what we are trying to avoid. And eat nature's medicine. Take nature's medicine. We are talking about that. I'm sure it's a general knowledge that garlic is a very, very fantastic product for high blood pressure. Now, let me now give you a hint. Not just only garlic. Get garlic and this called flour, what they call the zobo tea. Boil the two together. Always drink. You see, if the high blood pressure is as a result of accumulation of fats, atherosclerosis, it will cleanse, it will make the wall of the arteries very free and clear. So you will not having blood pressure person. And again, don't forget, exercise is moving your body on a daily basis very important. Even if it's just only 20 minutes. There are some people, the nature of their work will not allow them to walk. So no matter the kind of work that you are doing, trying to make sure that at least 20 minutes a day, make sure you take the walk, exercise your body, and finally rest. You see, all work without rest make Jack your body. Always rest so that the body can incorporate and restart fresh. Remember, blood pressure is not your enemy per se, it is your messenger. Through blood pressure, you can easily know when the system is already complaining, the body is not in a good state, and then you need to take action immediately. These are the things that you should put together, put them into practice, and you will discover that your blood pressure will move from danger zone to